Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Christine Smith from Family Chiropractic Center in South Pasadena, California. And we have started a class called Building Blocks. It's a 6-week class in person, and it started on January 24th, but I know many of you were not able to make the session. So we have decided that we are going to make a video of it, and then you can watch it on your own time, and so that you can get the information if you can't show up. So next meeting is February 14th, and so that will be the next meeting. We're going to be talking about what's the proper diet for me. We're going to be talking about hydration on a different day, sleep another day, exercise another day, cleansing and personal care another day. All different ways for you to make yourself a healthier person by making some changes. Change occurs in small increments if it's going to last. So you want to change one thing at a time and keep that one thing and then add more changes as time goes on. But today we're going to be talking about detoxing after the holidays. So the holidays generally start, like around October 31st, Halloween, and they generally continue through November, through the end of December, into January. So this can be a time where there's just a lot of unhealthy eating. People get off their diets, people gain weight, sometimes 10, 15, 20 pounds during that time because of just the excessive eating. So today we're going to talk about detoxing after the holidays, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. So how do you know you need to detox after the holidays? Signs of toxic buildups include brain fog, insomnia, headaches, exhaustion, just feeling like generally very fatigued, of course the weight gain, but even skin problems from the bad eating or drinking, body odor, and other kinds of things can be indications that your toxic load is up from unhealthy lifestyle. So this is something that we battle every day. We have billions of tons, pounds of chemicals that's dumped into our air, our water, our soil. So we eat it, we breathe it, we drink it, we sniff it. It's just all over the place. And so we're bombarded in every area of our life with toxins that make their way into our body and cause changes within our body. Some common toxins are heavy metals like zinc, lead, nitrates, manganese, arsenic, of course, and hexane, nickel. These all come from cleaning products, solutions, solvents, gasoline, etc. So they can come from many different sources. They can come from pesticides from the food. They can come from your water. They can come from just the general environment like we just mentioned. You can also be putting them on your skin unknowingly. Of course, things that you put on your skin are absorbed through your skin. And also even just negative thinking can be a source of toxin for different people. Food exposure often comes from eating bad fats. They're probably one of the worst. So the chips, the fries, the fried trans fatty acids that we get from eating those kinds of foods. Also sugar substitutes. Those have become really popular as people have been trying to avoid sugar itself for its calories. They end up resorting to different sugar substitutes, which can be very unhealthy for people. Artificial colors and flavors, of course, in foods is very common. If you ever look at a label, food additives for preservation, of course, pesticides and herbicides sprayed on plants to try to make them last longer so that they're on the shelf longer. They're not eaten up by little bugs. Of course, glyphosate, which is something that we spray on our plants. That we've modified our plants so that the glyphosate doesn't affect the plant, but it kills the bugs. But then we humans then eat these plants that have glyphosate on it. Also, just burned foods and even things that you might be personally allergic to. There's actually a website you can go to and insert your zip code, and it will tell you what kinds of toxins are in your water table. So that can be helpful if you are dealing with some chronic pain or chronic problems and you want to find out, if you find through testing that there are some things in your blood or certain kinds of toxins in your body, you can look to see if you might be getting them through your groundwater and match them up. So, and again, of course, beauty products, there's a lot of different things for shelf life and for different parts of beauty products. Parabens, of course, these are all probably things you're familiar with or heard of. Phthalates, triclosan, of course, the sodium lauryl sulfates and other things, fragrance and synthetic colors and things like that that are in cleaning products. So there is a way to measure your toxic load in terms of testing. You can do blood tests, urine tests, even hair analysis to see if there's anything in your hair that's been occurring over time. Hair takes a very long time to grow, so this can show some chronic exposures. And also food allergies testing. So these are just kind of some general costs on those. If you decide that you'd like to do something like that, that would be something you'd contact the office about. So our bodies have their own detoxification systems that we can enhance and work to make stronger and better. So one of the largest elimination organs that we have in our body is our skin. We don't think of it as an organ, we just think of it as a covering, but actually it is an organ. And that is often how we get rid of toxins. We sweat them out of our body. And when we do that, enhancing the sweating process can enhance the detoxification process. So of course, exercise where you actually work out a sweat is a good thing. It helps to get those things out of your body. Also, just even getting into something like a sauna would be helpful. There are saunas that you don't have to actually stick your head in. They're very portable. They get very warm quickly, so they can put you into a sweat quickly. And then there's the more traditional wood saunas where you have to stay in for longer periods of time to be able to get the kind of sweat that you're looking for. But again, sweating allows for the detoxification of these different metals and chemicals and things to get outside of your body if you have a concentration inside your body. Next is our intestines and our liver. Of course, this is the way we get rid of most things from our blood. Your food comes in through your mouth and goes through your digestion, and your body absorbs parts of it, and some parts of it doesn't absorb. It just comes out the other end. And so this is an important part of your detoxification. The other is your kidneys. The kidneys filter out the things that you do and don't need. So this is why you can get some information on toxification in your body from your urine and also from your stool too. The lungs are also another organ for detoxification. They are able to trap toxins in the lining, cough it up, and expel it from the body. You can do deep breathing techniques and have some oxygen support that can help you to be able to get rid of toxins through your lungs. And of course, the liver is the main detoxification organ. It filters all of your blood every day, many times a day. And when it does that, it is pulling out things that aren't supposed to be there. And what it does is it then binds it to compounds in the body that then transport it to the kidneys or to the intestines to be able to be excreted from the body. There's 2 levels of detoxification in the liver. These are all important nutrients for each of the cycles, the phase 1 and then the phase 2. The phase 1 is activating toxins, often from fats stored in your body, which is where a lot of toxins are stored, and body fat. And then they're tagged to be able to leave the body. So all of these different compounds are important for this process and to complete the process and cause the toxin to get outside of the body, which is what you want. So there's lots of different detoxification programs. This one from Orthomolecular is one of my favorites. They have a 7-day and a 14-day. It's some protein shakes, which are very decently tasting, and also some high potency vitamins and some detoxification pills called Phytocore. So all of those 3 things work together to bind toxins within your body and help your liver to be able to expel them from outside of your body. whether you want to do a detoxification program that's pre-done for you like that, where you just you drink 2 shakes a day and you take some vitamins, and then you eat a meal or 2 a day and snacks to kind of round you out for your nutrient intake. You can also do some of these things on your own for detoxification, but they're also good to do and important to do when you do the program. So a good detox plan to assist a program like the one I just showed you, or to just kind of do on your own if you don't want to buy a program, would be to focus on drinking water, 2 to 3 liters a day. Of course, some of that intake of water will depend upon whether you're exercising a lot or not, or being in the sauna or not. So of course, if you're doing the sauna and you're exercising, you're going to need to drink more water than that. Eliminating, of course, sugars and all processed packaged foods is important for a detox plan. It doesn't mean you can never eat that again, but for this time of detoxing, you eliminate that. In general, those are things you should probably not be eating regularly anyway. Of course, increasing your fruits and your vegetables and your healthy proteins, eating grass-fed beef, salmon, free-range chickens, the good healthy meats. I know they're more expensive, but I really feel like what you're taking in and eating is really important to your health, and it's worth spending the money on good food. If you're going to spend money somewhere, spend it on your health, because it's the thing that's going to make you last in your life. So of course, increasing things like grapefruit, bone broth, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower. Those are all the sulfur vegetables, and the sulfur vegetables assist your liver in conjugating the toxins and getting them out of your body. So those are important. Sometimes you can smell like sulfur after you eat larger quantities of those, and that's why. Hopefully it's just temporary. And then of course, chia seeds and nuts. Sleeping. Of course, trying to get at least 8 hours of sleep a night is a really good thing. That helps to detox your body because you're resting during that time and you're not moving around and doing things. So during that time, that's when your body cleans and gets everything ready for elimination, which is why often in the morning you have to use the restroom. So daily exercise, which we already talked about, that gets your circulation up and allows the blood to circulate throughout the body, and for your body to be able to pick up things and then deposit them and be able to get them to your liver so that your liver can filter them out. So when you do a detox, and this probably happens more like if you're doing a program, you can have some reactions, and most of the time it's headaches and maybe some body aches and fatigue and things like that. That can be remedied with extra water. That hydration helps quite a bit with those symptoms. So hopefully you won't have too much of that. If you do, detoxing, a good time to detox is when you're kind of busy. You tend not to think about the symptoms as much unless they're affecting you a lot. Again, drink the extra water, keep busy. If that's during the week for you, then maybe detoxing during the week while you're at work is a good thing. If you're having a lot of symptoms, then maybe it would be better to do it on the weekends. So I'm not sure, everyone's very different, so it would depend upon what works for you. So if you do a detox, how do you know it worked? So generally, these are reported benefits of detoxing: sleeping better, having more energy, cleaner skin, better digestion, more mental awareness. Mental clarity is a big thing. Being able to think better, being able to have better attention span, weight loss. And then if you have tested before you did your detox, for example, and you tested high in a certain metal, then retest and make sure that that was eliminated from your body. Detoxing is very important, and if you haven't done it already or worked on it since the starting of January, now it's February, it's still a good time. Any time's a good time to detox, because you need to get started. And one of the things that I always say is that the greatest wealth that you have is your health. Health isn't something that you wave a magic wand at, or that you can get one day and not have the next. It's step by step, day by day, discipline of making yourself a better person. So this is the Detoxing After the Holidays lecture, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always contact the office and talk to me directly. If you're interested in testing it all, you can call the office and talk to Monica in the front desk. You can also watch out for our next lecture, which will be What's the Proper Diet for Me? In that lecture, we're going to be talking about the paleo, keto diets, the Whole30, trying to find what may be the right diet for you. Not all diets work for everybody, and for certain weight loss, things work better. Some people don't need to lose weight. Some people need to gain muscle. So it sort of depends upon your needs. So we're going to talk about that next time on February 14th in the office. And if you can't make it, you just keep your eyes out and we will be posting the lecture, and then you can enjoy it another time. Thank you and have a great night.